Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation, Gaudi Gwareri Mahalla Tija. Satgur Milai Vadbhag Sanjog. Hirday Naam Nit Har Ras Bhog. Gurmukh Prani Naam Har Dhyaye. Janam Jeet Laha Naam Paye Rahao. ज्ञान ध्यान गुर शब्द है मीठा गुर कृपा ते किने विरले चख डीठा कर्म कांड बहु करह आचार बिन नामे त्रिग त्रिग अहंकार बंधन बाध्यो माया फास जन नानक छूटे गुर प्रकाश. Relatively short passage talks about Gurmukh Prani Naam Har Dhyaye Janam Jeet Laha Naam Paye. That is the Rahao Pankti. And it is speaking about winning at the game of life. Janam Jeet Laha Naam Paye. Now, winning the game of life has many connotations in the world today. One can see self-help books by the dozen, which all pretend to tell you on one, what does it mean to win at the game of life, and two, how to do it. And they all will tell you to set goals and to empower yourself and to extend yourself and so on and so forth. However, our interest is in finding out what is Gurbani's definition of winning the game of life. And we need to remind ourselves that it's quite simple. Man jeete jag jeet. It's a very popular citation from Gurbani that we use. Conquer the mind, relinquish the ego and its limitations. That's the central message in Gurmat, and that is how we win the game. Gurmukh Prani Naam Har Dhyaye. Prani, one who breathes, an individual. Gurmukh Prani Naam Har Dhyaye. Gurmukh, the guidance of the Gur enlightener. Mukh means face, mouth. So the guidance of the Guru. The individual should pay attention. Focus your attention on what the Guru is saying. And with that focus, bring your attention to Naam Har Dhyaye. Dhyana means to bring your attention to Naam Har. Har is the self within. So focus your attention on the Har within. How do you do that? By listening to the Guru. And that is what will result in Janam Jeet Laha Naam Paye. Laha is the profit, the benefit, Naam, self-knowledge. So that is what it means by winning the game of life. And therefore, the Satgur, the enlightener, that principle, the medium of the Shabad, is extremely vital. In fact, it is indispensable in Gurbani. Satgur Milai Vadbhag Sanjog, collaboration with the Satgur, brings that union with the self, recognition of the self. Vadbhag. Vadbhag means great fortune. A great portion is being apportioned to you, but it also connotes the self. So therefore, through collaboration with the Satgur, there is a synergy. Sanjog means a synergy. A synergy comes about when you are engaged with the Satgur. And that synergy illuminates the heart. Hirday Naam Nit Har Ras Bhog. Har Ras. Ras, the essence. enjoy your essence through the Satgur. We have to get into this cadence of remembering this. Gyan Tyan Gur Sabad Hai Meetha Gur Kirpa Te Kine Virle Chakadita. Again, sustained concentration. Gyan Tyan Gur Sabad. Sustained concentration on the teachings of Guru wisdom is hard. It can be hard, but the fruit is sweet. Sabad hai meetha. Gur kirpa te kine virle chakadita. Again, this is a rarity. A rarity. Gur kirpa te, when we say that it requires the grace and compassion of the enlightener, what we are really saying is that the self, the creator, operates through compassion. That is its nature in this world. Grace and compassion. Tine virle chakadita. Again, rare individuals bring themselves to do this. Most of us are engaged in Karam Kand Bahu Kare Achar Bin Nave Trig Ahankar. This is the state of mind of most of us. There is ritual and there is display aplenty. Karam Kand Bahu Kare Achar. Achar, display of conduct. But without self-knowledge, this is nothing more than accursed egotism. Binaname trig ahankar. Ego. So we had touched on this idea in the previous Shabad as well, how bhakti calls for spontaneity. It is something that should spring up within. There is a wellspring within. But instead, we are faking it. We fake it through ritualistic display. And rituals become transactional in nature because the ego is involved, and the ego is always operating in a transactional mode because it wants something or wants to give up something or is asking for some situation to occur. So that's karma kand. Bahu kare achar. You've probably come across individuals, for example, who are proud of the fact that they haven't missed their nickname in years. Now, that is ritualistic. And what has it done? It has added to their sense of pride and ego. Now they are walking around, strutting about, saying, well, I have been doing my nickname every day for years and years. I haven't missed one. So you see the difference between this and the bhakti that Gurbani is talking about through Naam. And for that you need the Gur enlightener. What does Karam Kand do? Bandhan Badhyo Maya Fas. It ties one down in bondage to the ego. In other words, we come to identify with limitations, with the constriction of the ego, and we become trapped in transitory satisfactions. There is this give and take. There's a cycle of cause and effect that is constantly going on then. But Guruji says, Jan Nanak Chutta Gur Pargas. Enlightened wisdom is what is going to free us eventually. So it is to the Satgur that we must turn and not engage in ritualistic practice. Karam Kand. Karam Kand is simply doing something without knowing what it is meant for or why are you doing it. Certainly not transactional. On that note, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.